Afternoon. My name is Chad Berry. I'm Associate Director of International Health, Safety, and Risk Management here at the University of Alabama. And we're excited to welcome you to the virtual showcase for study abroad here at UA. And we're excited to welcome Arcadia University, which is one of our affiliate partners, to provide opportunities for students to study abroad. And so I'm going to turn it over to them, but thank you for joining us today.
Thanks, Chad. Hi, everyone. My name is Melissa Chambers, and I am Associate Director of Institutional Relations for Arcadia Abroad. I work with Arcadia's partners in the Southeast. So I am based in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I have a wonderful colleague with me here today. Let you introduce yourself, Alicia.
Hi everyone, I'm Alicia Jones. I'm the Institutional Relations Manager for the Southeast, and I'm based in Tampa, Florida.
Great, and then we also have one of our wonderful former students with us today. David, do you want to take a moment to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is David Meehan. I'm a senior at University of Alabama, and my sophomore year, so 2 years ago, I had the opportunity to study abroad for a full year at the University of Westminster through Arcadia.
Great, thanks. And we'll hear more from David at the end of the session. We have just a brief 10-minute presentation that we're going to offer for you today. And then if you have any questions, we will have our contact information at the very end of the presentation so you can reach out to us directly. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Sorry, I'm always trying to hide all the, oh, there's a student who's just come in. Chad, can you admit her?
I just did.
Okay, great, thank you. In fact, I will just step out of this for a second to go back to Zoom. Hi there, whoever has joined us today. We're just getting started, so you're quite welcome to just have a listen. We're going to do a quick presentation, and then we're going to go ahead and we can open it up to questions at the end. So welcome again. I'm Melissa, and I'm here with my colleague, Alicia Jones. We are so glad you're here today. So we're going to start with a short video that we've compiled that showcases some of our beautiful sites abroad and is has a narrative by one of our staff members from our Athens office. So it's about 1.5 minutes, so I'm going to click out to that real quick.
So you want to study abroad? There are so many choices. Why choose Arcadia? With over 70 years experience in study abroad, a transcript from us ensures academic quality. We also ensure applied learning is at the heart of every aspect of your program, educating the whole you. Our staff in country organizes exciting excursions and events to help you connect, understand and enjoy the local people, the physical environment and the culture of your selected location. We will encourage you to reflect on your experiences and relate them to your own life goals and aspirations. We will help you understand how you've changed, the new skills you've learned, the leadership qualities and independence you've gained. We'll also help you articulate those strengths in your resume so that employers and grad school admissions officers appreciate them. You can earn our unique co-curricular learning certificate as a result, linking what you've learned academically to what you've learned outside the classroom. With Arcadia, you will have personal guidance from the time you apply through to the time you return home. Our staff in country and at home will guide you through program selection, visa applications, health and safety, in-country orientation, housing, and logistics. We are here to help you achieve your dream of study abroad. Get started by following Arcadia Abroad on social media and check us out at studyabroad.arcadia.edu.
Okay, so go back to our presentation here. So I think that video does a great job of just showcasing a few of the things that I think make Arcadia really special. First, we are a university. So we are a small university in suburban Philadelphia. And so when you study abroad with us, you might be with students from Arcadia University. You may also be with students from around 150 other schools that we work with across the US, including UA. And second, we're really there to provide a lot of support to you through this experience. Everything from course selection, program selection, helping you identify if there's something that you really want to dive into during your time abroad that's a personal interest of yours, supporting you with any health and safety needs you might have, and all of that. What we thought we'd do is show you a little bit about our website, just so you give you a brief tour as it is, and let you have a look around later on your own. So this is our homepage, and of course you'll see that we are open and operating for spring 2021. We're really delighted to have announced last week that we will be running the majority of our spring programs next semester. So we are accepting applications for in-person study abroad. We also have a few programs that we'll talk about a little later that are virtual global experiences. And then we have a few programs that offer a hybrid option where you might do some of your coursework virtually and then finish your time in country. So on our homepage, you'll see a few different sections. One that I always like to point out, if you are working with your parents as you're planning this experience, I think in particular, given this time of pandemic, parents really want to partner with you in this experience, make sure that you are going to be as safe as possible and help stay healthy when you travel. So the parent section has a lot of great tools that you can look at together, information about everything from finances, health and safety, academics, and just general support services that are available. Then this section here, which are these white bars, what, where, how, and when, that is a link to where you can start discovering the programs that we have available. That's called our program finder. And depending on which part of planning study abroad is more important to you, you could start with one of those. So what is obviously, what discipline do you want to study? And the great thing about our programs, many of them are in English-speaking countries, and most Alabama students that study abroad with us, like David, studied with us in English-speaking countries. So you can really study any major, any minor, any general education requirement. We can really help you find just about anything abroad. As far as where, we are currently in 12 countries abroad. Again, with most of them being in Europe. We do have some programs in Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa, which unfortunately will not be running next semester, but we do hope will resume by next fall. How? We offer classroom-based experiences, we offer internships for academic credit, and we offer research programs, whether that's lab-based research, like for STEM majors, or field research, maybe for sociology or anthropology majors. And when we have semester, summer, and academic year programs available. So if you were to select the number of different areas on your program finder, you'll find that you'll get a list that's populated based just on what you're looking for. And you can save that list, you can refer back to it, and the different programs are like these playing cards. If you click on them, you'll get the specific program details. So this is a program page, very basic information, but lots of things here that you may want as you're planning your experience. Everything from admissions requirements to housing, to information about our excursions, the actual program dates, our staff, and of course, the all-important fees and deadlines. In addition, you can click on the courses page and you will find that there's a lot of information here about the courses we teach, as well as helping you find courses at a host university if that's what you're planning to do, as David did when he studied at Westminster.
All right, so as Melissa said, very important, the fees and scholarship details. Once you click on that fees and deadlines link from your program page, this is what you'll see. You'll see your departure and return dates, the number of credits that that are an option for you, your base program fee, the application deadline, as well as a little bit more information there. So once you click on that, you're going to get more details about some of the additional expenses that you may incur, which could be books, meals, visas, your travel, etc. Sometimes there's a special course fee that may be associated with your program. So all of those details will be there so that you can share that with your financial aid office, your parents, etc. This also is where you would link to our scholarships page. Our scholarships vary. During the semester, we offer anywhere from $500 to $2,500 a semester. Our summer programs are $250 to $1,000. And you need to be admitted to the program in order to be considered for a scholarship. Then once you are on that page, you also will see the different categories of scholarships that we highlight from outside of our organization. So for example, they're country specific. We have STEM scholarships on there. We have scholarships, commercial scholarships, you name it. So it's a good place to go and start to curate a list for yourself to see what you might be eligible for. And then we actually recently just did a scholarship workshop that you can view on our website. So you can see at the bottom, it says join us for a virtual engagement series. That is on our website. Melissa's clicking out to it so that you can see what we are offering right now for you to be engaged with us throughout the semester. And you can register right there. You can watch what we've already done. And then we have even more events coming that will be added continuously. So definitely keep an eye out on that page.
Okay. Now, of course, during this time, things have obviously changed. We are still in the middle of a pandemic. Many of us are working from home, as I am, and you're probably hearing my family is trying to come in the door behind me. So I apologize for that. But I do want to let you know that during this time, we are, as I said, still open for business this fall. We have students abroad right now in England and Scotland, and we are also running 4 new virtual programs. And our staff is really working hard to make sure that you have a critical global experience to help all of us come together and solve the problems of tomorrow. And also for those of you who do choose to study abroad, that it is the most safe and well-planned experience that we can possibly, as far as we can plan for. You never know what the future will hold, but we're doing our very best to be as transparent with everyone about how we're deciding to run programs, what kind of safety measures we have put in place to make sure we can successfully host students abroad. So on this page, you'll see that we've got the 4 virtual programs that we're offering. I'd say that the Virtual Europe internships, it's probably been the most popular so far. This is a modified version of our regular academic internship program where you will be placed with an overseas company, organization, NGO, or similar at one of our 5 sites at our 5 program centers, including Dublin, London, Edinburgh, Scotland, Rome, and Athens. And then you'll see, if you go on our website now, a section that says Fall 2020 Program Expectations. We do expect shortly to have a similar section that's called Spring 2021 Program Expectations. And on this site, what you'll see is we try to describe for you, if you choose to study abroad, what you might expect from an in-country experience, as far as if there's a quarantine involved, if perhaps travel has been restricted, across borders within Europe as it is currently. What our staff will do to communicate changes to you, how orientation will be run. So again, as this is happening, we're really trying to give you as much information and as many tools as you can have to make sure that you feel confident and safe in going abroad with us. Something new that I'm really proud to share that we have started at Arcadia Abroad is we have launched something called the College Council on Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. And I'm very proud to sit as a founding member of this council. And I've put up here a quote from Arcadia's president, Ajay Nair, which he posted on social media in response to the George Floyd, the murder, and then the community activism that has arisen. And as a president of Arcadia University, he has really come out strongly saying we all need to be anti-racist. That is one piece, one very important piece of the College Council on Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. But the thing to know most about it is that it's really meant to look broadly across what we do with Arcadia Abroad, both in our outreach to students, our sending schools, and our own staff, to make sure that we have a community that is inclusive and welcoming to all. And what that means is that however you identify as a student, we are here to support you and help you navigate those identities during your time abroad.
So in addition to reaching out to Melissa and I, there are several ways that you can stay in touch with Arcadia Abroad. Definitely check out our student bloggers and vloggers. You can also follow us on social media. We have one of our alumni, David, here with you. Our alumni are always excited to talk to you about their experiences. So we will hear from David now, and thank you for your time.
Hi, I'm David Meehan. As I said earlier, I'm a fourth-year student here, and 2 years ago, I studied at the University of Westminster in London through Arcadia. And if there's anything specific you want me to touch on, just let me know, but I did have some talking points. I overall had an amazing experience. I was able to study international business, which pertained to my major, and then I was also able to take a lot of classes on photography, which is something that is not necessarily in my academic track, but I'm very passionate about. And I think the two main benefits that I took from studying through Arcadia as opposed to another form was the resources and the support. So some of the resources that were made available to me through Arcadia, they offered airport pickup, at least in London, and they also had an Arcadia office in the city, which came in handy when you needed like Wi-Fi or a printer or whatnot. And they also had outside excursions. So I know when I studied, they offered trips to places like Rome and Bath, and I was able to go to Wales and Stonehenge. And that kind of touches on the support element too, is that I was able to meet other American students studying abroad that weren't necessarily studying at the same London school as I was. So I could have met University of Westminster students just by going to classes, but I was able to meet students who were going to King's College and UCL and Queen Mary's that were studying with Arcadia. And Arcadia kind of set the social ball rolling. So in the first couple of days of Arcadia orientation, I met other American students that I stayed in touch with throughout the semester and throughout the year. And it is kind of intimidating to land in a different country and not necessarily know anyone else. And so Arcadia did a really good job of kind of connecting me with people I ended up becoming really good friends with.
Great. Thank you, David.
Yeah.
So again, you are more than welcome anytime to be in touch with Alicia or myself. We have the contact info available on the previous slide, and I can also put that into the chat if that will be a recorded chat. I'm not sure. We can go ahead and put that into the chat so you have that information as well. We'll also paste a link to a form if you're interested in us following up with you. we can go ahead, you can fill that out and we'll follow up with you via email. So thank you again so much.
Well, thank you so much, Melissa, Alicia, and David. That was great. We hope this session was useful for students to learn more about Arcadia and all they offer. And with that, roll tide.